Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Wendy. I thought I would come on and show you what I have, one of the things that I've been doing with some of the, like the big A4 pages that the lovely Nat Williams sent me. Thank you, Nat. It's not the first, but the first thing I'm going to show you is something that I learnt how to do from Eva from Bohemian Crafting, and oh, they're just so gorgeous. So this is what I wanted the larger papers for, because the size ends up, they're like little pockets and hidden journaling spots. So this is like 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, and if you're in centimetres, that's about 13.5 centimetres by 7 centimetres. But the first thing is, this is just so awesome. I love this, and this would look great in anyone's journals. So this one here I've just roughly decorated with just some scraps that I had on my table. So there's a pocket here at the front, and there's also a nice big pocket there, and this has got a little flap on it that holds the front part up, and then you can open that one up, and I've just put a little pocket down here on the bottom one, and then these ones open up for some secret or hidden journaling spot. Oh, they are just so awesome. I just love this. So I just thought I don't think I made it exactly the same way as Eva, but I really did find the inspiration from her. Thank you, Eva. So that closes back up, and that flips back up there, and your little flap here gets tucked in that big pocket there, and then you can just put your tags back in here, and I made a tag for this front one as well. Okay, so here it is undecorated. So one that I've just made, I haven't decorated this one yet, but I just done it just to show you what it was like without any decorations on it, and then that little flap gets tucked back into there. Okay, alright, so I've got a couple of these papers from Nat. So the first thing you want to do, this is why I wanted the larger papers, because you can use any size paper you want, but you've just got to remember that when it gets folded up, it's going to be a lot smaller if you use a smaller piece of paper. So the first thing I'm going to make it without using my scoreboard or my cutting board. Okay, so hopefully it'll still work out for me. I'm going to have a go anyway, just so that you know that you can make it if you don't have any of those tools. Alright, so you've got your piece of paper, and you fold it up so that you leave roughly about an inch or a couple of centimetres at the top up here. So that's where the fold is going to go, and this top part here you can just fold over, because that is actually going to be your little flap here. Okay, so like this one here, that's your little flap, and that's the little flap just up here. Alright, now once you've done that, then you just fold this over into 3 sections, roughly the same. I might just cut that off there, won't be a sec, just so that it's nice and tidy for an edge. Okay, so you just work out your three sections roughly, so that they're all pretty well even, and just fold that into 3. So that's a little bit off there, but that's okay. Alright, so you end up with something like that. Okay, so you've got it, just fold it into 3 sections, like this one here, that's been folded into 3. Right, and then we can open it back up and grab the scissors. Don't know if these ones are going to cut. And what you want to do, where you folded this over up the top, you need to make a little flap just on the middle section. So we're going to cut this first side out. I've got to get other scissors, that's a no-go for me. These ones here might do. And then you can just taper it. Oh, I cut that a little bit too far, but that's okay. And then I'll just taper this side here and cut the other side out. Alright, now if you want your little tapered cut even, you can just fold that just roughly in half and hold it, and then just round the corner and just trim that off there. Okay, so there's your little flap for the top, just up there, and then you cut on, I've got to see the fold, there's the fold. You cut this first fold, cut on the first fold there to your next fold, and then cut this one to your other fold there. So there you have your top part. I might need to just straighten that up, Wendy. It's a bit hard to see my folds on here. Okay. So the top part's done up there. You just fold that one in like that, and then you just fold that one over like that. Okay, so that top part, when it opens up, that's your hidden journaling space up there. And then with your bottom one, you fold that up at the bottom, and with mine here, I have made another pocket here at the front, which I'm not sure if Eva did that or not. So on the left hand side, all I did was just folded my paper down there like a triangle shape just over there. So that one will be folded over to the center, and just for this little ridge part there, you can just more or less do the same. This is the part that I'm going to cut just here. So I'm just going to open that out and just hold that together so that the corner part here of the paper just ends up being aligned with the fold I've got there. And then you can just hand cut a little snip out just like that. Okay, so that folds over like that, and then that folds over like that. And then all you have to do is glue, a little bit of glue. So I put just a smidgen of glue along the right hand side bottom down there, and just fold that up there. And then on this one I'm just going to put a bit of glue under that flap to hold it down. And then on this one here I put a line of glue along the bottom as well as along the side there, and we just fold that over. Whoops, press it down. Okay, so that's the bottom part done, and that's the top part there. And then when you fold that up there, your little flap just gets placed inside that back pocket. And that's it, guys. See how easy it is? So that's just like start to finish on how you make it. And like this one here, you can just decorate it however you want. I've got a pocket down in there and just some paper up here on the inside just so that you could journal on, and you could even put more paper here to journal on, but these were just bits and pieces that I had on my table from other projects. A pocket down there. Okay, so that's how easy it is to make. But I do suggest that before you glue the bottoms down and the side, you decorate it before you do that, okay? It just makes it easier. So what I thought I might do, I've got another one here where I haven't glued the pages down. I'll use this one here because on that one there I actually cut the little thing out of the wrong side, but that's okay. That's an easy fix. Alright. Okay, so I've got another one here where I haven't glued any of the pages down. So I just thought that I'll just show you quickly how to decorate it. Right. I might use some... I'll use some vintage. Is that vintage photo? Okay, so this is just a bit of inking just around the edges, and I also do the folds as well. I like it. I know a lot of people don't, but yeah, it's just you pick up your little things that you like over time and what you don't like. So I'm just going to ink around both sides of this. I should have had this done, shouldn't I? But this has been sitting on my table for about a week, I suppose. With everything that's been happening, I think I just got a bit run down. My husband had his other cataract done on his eye, so I've been nursing him, and then my daughter with her appendix, that happened pretty fast. She went and had those out, and I had the kids for a while, so, and now I think it's just my turn to just be a bit run down and start to realise that I have to look after myself before I can look after anyone else. Well, that's how I see it anyway. Okay, so I've nearly got this all done. Very roughly, mind you, but I'm getting there. Okay, so that one goes on the inside, and this one can get done on that side. And then this one, that one's done. Okay, so I think that's all my inking I need doing, maybe just on that up there a bit. Okay, so that's that. All the inking is done. So I'm going to decorate my bottom folded up part first. So these ones here get folded in like that. And I'm going to put something on this page here and just something on the front page. Now what I've got, I have got these papers that I printed from a free download that I'm pretty sure, oh dear, come on mind, this might have been a Tracy Fox one. And if it's not, I am so sorry to whoever owns this one. But what I thought I might do, this one here, I might use a bit of this. So I'm just going to lay that on there, grab my pencil, and just roughly do a pencil line, just for the size that I want that. And maybe cut it just a fraction smaller than I actually want to fit on the front. So we'll go there, and maybe there. Oh dear, that wobbled something chronic. Good on you, Wendy. Okay, so I might just trim, because my line's just about there, so I'll just take another little piece. Oh, okay, I'm having a day. I've just realised I am having a day. Okay, that's going to keep creasing up on me. I just should have used my scissors, shouldn't I? Right, well that doesn't really matter anyway, because I'm going to cross cut that off. Okay, actually I'm going to use my scissors because that is so blunt. So I'm just going to cut up there, and then my line at the bottom is, oh dear, I can't see it. I think it's just there. Okay, so let me see how well that was done. Right, so that's going to be the front. Oh, not bad. A little bit short over this side, but that's okay. And I do want to just cut a fraction of that off there. Okay, so that, there we go. So there's that one there, and then I'll just grab a little bit more for this one, which will be about there. And I'm just going to just draw roughly that line that I've cut there, the little notch in the top of that. So let's see if I can, I don't think I've got another blade on me at the moment, so maybe there. Just go slowly, Wendy. So there's that. And I don't need all of that to cover, so I'll just come up a bit. That should be enough. And then just grab my scissors for this top part up here. I'm just cutting on the inside of this line as well. just snip that one off a bit too. Okay, so right, so this one is going to go on that there. Just I'll just ink around that quickly. And glue. Put a bit of glue on that. And just lay that back on there. Just make sure it's straight. Okay, so that's on there. And I can glue this one at the bottom now because that's the front big pocket. So I can just glue that at the bottom and put that there, and put a bit of glue on the inside of that one. Close that up. And where's that other piece there? That's the one I'm going to have on the front. And put some glue here. And we'll just center this one up because I made one side just a little bit too thin, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got that one, and now I can put, you can also sew the bottom part on your sewing machine, but I just thought I'd do it this way just to show you how easy it was if you didn't have a sewing machine or if you didn't have any other tools. Okay, so that can go there, and then you've got, where's my tag? You've got your pocket here in the back, and you've also got the pocket here in the front. Alright, so I'll let that dry. That's the bottom. And down here, how wide's that? Not long enough. So for this one here, I will just cut another piece. Okay. So cut that down there. And where's my other mark? There. Make sure that's straight. And I will also just trim that white part off there because I don't really want that on there. And then I can glue that on as a base. So I can glue that onto there as a base. Okay, so that's the back of that, and let's try and, okay, we'll use that little triangle part there. And I'll just cut that off there and just take a snippet off there. So I'll just put a bit of glue down the side and along the bottom, and put that on there for a little pocket. Okay, so I put that little pocket just down there that you can tuck something into. It actually looks like a hidden pocket using the same same pattern paper. So there's that there. Now the front ones, I might have that for writing as well this time. So on here I'm going to use this bit of leftover paper. I'm just going to cut that off there. God, I can't even cut straight. Okay. There's always one little bit of paper that annoys you, isn't there? Okay, so that can be just put onto there. I'll just mark that where I need to cut it off. Right there. And have that straight. And just use my blade. Yep, pencil blade. Oh guys, I'm trying. I'm pushing through whatever is ailing me. Well, I know what's ailing me. Just run down, I think. And I have been staying inside, more or less quarantining myself, because they don't want you to go out if you're sick. Okay, so that goes up that way with the writing. Let me see. Yes. No, it doesn't. It goes that way. Okay, whatever way. Let's just put it on there. Okay. So there we have that. Oh, that looks lovely, doesn't it? And just using up papers that I haven't used in quite a while. And then that tucks down into there. So that does look cool. So what I'll do with the other piece, with these ones, these three here and this one, I'll just grab some coffee dyed papers, if I have some here. I should have. And you wouldn't believe it, I actually don't. But I do have this off-cut paper, so I'll just use that. I haven't used this before. Oh, I used it decorating the first one because it had a lot of ink marks on it. It's actually like that, so alright, but it'll do me. So all I'm going to do is just mark where these need to be cut, there and there. So we'll just line this up straight on my board and grab my ruler and scissors and cut just straight along there, because that's the height of all of them. Oh, I can't even cut next to my ruler. Okay, I'm getting there. This is called Perseverance, Wendy. And then we shall cut that straight. Cut it straight though. Right there. Okay. So there's the first page for that there, for some writing. And I'm going to measure each page individually only because when you fold it they sometimes are different widths. So okay, so that one goes there. Why do I keep going to use my pencil? Because it's in my hand, that's why. Okay, so there's that one there, that one, and not sure if I'm going to have enough for this one, but I'm going to use it. So what I'll do is just measure this up and cut it straight in half. So that's 12.5, 6 and about there. Okay, so I'll just cut this one in half because it still gives you a nice writing spot for it, and they can just be put on there. Okay, so before I put mine down, I'm just going to quickly ink around my edges. That one. That one can go that way, and this one here, the butterflies can go there. So it's very easy to decorate these. I think that's why I get ink on it, because I ink over the paper. And you can decorate them however you want, but I'm just using stuff that I've got here beside me, because there is quite a bit of it beside me on my table from leftover projects. And because this is a bit thicker cardboard, I'm just going to use my wet glue and just go right around the edges and give it a little squiggle there. So that can go right there. And just do the same for the other 3 inside. This one's not quite as wide, but that's okay, I'm still going to use it. There. Now this one here, that goes that way from the writing. That one there, and oh, I've still got, oh no, that's done with the pattern one, that's alright. Oops, and this one on the end. Okay, so that's it guys, except for making a couple of little tags. So that one goes in there. I've got some nice writing space on those 3 panels and on that one, and that's a decorative one. And then down here I've got a little tuck spot, and over here we've got a pocket at the back there and a pocket at the front, and then that can be just folded into that little back pocket, and might put a bit more ink on the top there. Okay, so that's it guys, that's how easy it is to decorate. I've also just put other little bits and pieces on, but I'll do that later. And what you can also do for this piece down here, you can just get a little bit of fabric or something, and this is just on my table, another little scrap. So put some glue on the back of this, and put that down there just to cover up that little gap, and then you can do some other decorating as well. Okay, so that's it. That's the little hidden journaling double pocket or whatever. I don't know what to call it. Okay, thanks everyone. You have a great day. Stay healthy, not like me. Not like me. I have to rejuvenate. Stay safe, and I will catch you later. Bye bye guys.